For many businesses navigating through 2020, digital has gone from a sideshow to the main event, overnight. The companies that succeed in transforming their business model for the post-COVID digital imperative are the ones that empower developers to build and release software to production quickly and frequently. Here's the key. Allow developers to spend more time building that next killer feature and less time engineering how it can be deployed in a consistent, reliable, and secure manner. But how do you adopt the you build it, you run it model of digital-first internet companies? For developers, building is the fun part. It's the you run it part that needs to be simplified. The path to production shouldn't be a trek through Mordor. It shouldn't take 70 touch points to get code live. We shouldn't have to wait for change windows because it's safer. So how do we get there from where we are today? Well, first you need to understand, what are all these steps we have today? Do we still need them? Then you need to automate and abstract away as much as you can. This is where VMware Tanzu enters the picture. Built on Kubernetes, Tanzu raises that abstraction level across any cloud, making developers and operations teams more productive. This is useful for all applications, but it's especially valuable for those custom applications that differentiate your business and drive the business model change so many are prioritizing. Tanzu allows developers to spend less time engineering and more time developing. What about ops? With Tanzu, operations shifts from ticket-driven ops to API-driven ops. Why? The goal of DevOps isn't to turn developers into part-time ops people. If anything, it's the other way around. After all, those 70-odd steps to production aren't going to automate themselves. As digital moves from a sideshow to the main event, and as developers become more critical than ever to business success, many are scrambling to catch up. But not everyone. Take Cerner, for example. As states were locking down for COVID, the health IT company spun up a new application to visualize data on ventilators and ICU capacity on a county-by-county level. They were in production in 72 hours. Or Pfizer. When Congress passed the Paycheck Protection Program, the fintech leader built new APIs within days to help hundreds of their community bank and credit union clients process tens of thousands of loans. They released new code to production over 400 times in 4 weeks. What do these companies have in common? They've empowered their developers and their operations teams with Tanzu. For that to work, we need to spend more time writing code and less time manually solving how applications stay up, stay secure, and scale. Good news, Tanzu helps with this. It's built on Kubernetes, which is a new abstraction layer for automating infrastructure. But Tanzu goes beyond that to make sure developers have a simpler experience getting to production. And now, with the new vSphere with Tanzu, ops teams have a much simpler way to get started with Kubernetes and to build a platform for your devs to ship code faster and more securely. So, what are your next steps? Sit down, virtually of course, with a couple folks from your dev team and ask them, what would make it easier for you to ship code more often? Their success is your success. Finally, set a goal to have one of those big monolithic apps slowing everyone down, modernized and going to production with updates faster. If you need help, call VMware Pivotal Labs or one of the many partners with a cloud-native master competency to help you get started. There isn't time to waste.